Hello friends, this is Sai Pranendra from SQL School, and I assure you complete practice-oriented lectures on Azure Data Factory and Synapse Analytics. This particular component, the Azure Data Factory, and the other interesting component, Synapse Analytics, are a part of our Azure Data Engineering course curriculum, aimed at DP203 examination, Microsoft certification exam. The prerequisites to step into the Azure Data Factory and Synapse Analytics. We need to have basic to mid-level knowledge on Microsoft SQL's or TSQL queries. Reason? In Synapse Analytics, we'll be understanding the implementation of ETL concepts, extraction, big data transformations, data loads, analytics using TSQL, transact SQL queries, especially joins. We don't need to be a pro in programming, not really required, but yes, we need to have some considerable knowledge on transact SQL joins. In this particular module, the Data Factory and Synapse Analytics, the part of our entire Azure Data Engineering course curriculum. In Data Factory, we'll be understanding for about 2.5 to 3 weeks on right from the scratch, right from what is Azure to Azure fundamentals. We'll slowly understand about Azure SQL pools, Data Factory, something called pipelines, on-premise to Azure connections, and implementation of something called as Spark notebooks, incremental loads, different styles of incremental loads, optimizations, security, monitoring, and so on. To make it more clear and straightforward, we assume we are very new to the subject. We'll take it from the scratch, very basic, right from the scratch we'll do. We'll understand from Azure Cloud components, slowly into pipelines, and finally step into integration activities. The keywords that we are going to learn in our course, right from the basics to data warehousing, to cloning activities, to something called Data Factory Studio and Synapse Studio. So from the complete data engineering course curriculum, we will be having 1, 2, and 3 items in this 2.5 to 3 weeks program. You may definitely go for the complete data engineering course. It's up to you. Just in case if you are looking exclusively for the Data Factory Synapse component as a part of our data engineering course curriculum, then here it is. Right from introduction, we'll slowly start with something called pools, SQL pools, POL pool. From there, we'll slowly step into the actual example plan, and then into Synapse, a multi-threaded, massively parallel processing environment we'll be going with. We'll slowly understand about the practice items pertaining to table creations, data loads through transact SQL, using transact SQL, and working with good amount of data for monitoring activities. We'll understand about right from the basics of Data Factory, pipeline activities. We'll be understanding from scratch what exactly a pipeline means. Right from the architecture, we'll be understanding for easy event handling, debugging, and troubleshooting at our job desk. We'll be understanding about on-premise to Azure connections. We'll be having detailed practice documents, step by step, easy, straightforward concepts, practical touch on every example throughout the course. We'll be having the concepts pertaining to on-premise activities to cloud. From there, we'll slowly proceed for understanding something called as data flow, different types of transformations in data flow, various optimization techniques, Power Query and other activities, limitations of data flow in Data Factory, need for Synapse Analytics and something called as Synapse Studio. From there we continue the pipeline design with data flow. There's something called upset commands for incremental loads, we'll do it. We'll understand about various activities pertaining to notebooks, something called Spark clusters. There are 14 different optimization techniques we need to learn in our classes. 14 different optimization techniques we'll be taking in our classes pertaining to the Data Factory Synapse pipeline optimizations. We'll be understanding about something called PIVOT, pivot activities, normalization, denormalization. Then when to go for Synapse Studio, when to go for Data Factory Studio. We'll be understanding about pipeline alerts, monitoring, security, and more importantly, concept-wise FAQs and solutions. There are more than 60 FAQs and solutions exclusively for pipelines. We'll be understanding additional concepts on multi-table incremental loads. We'll be understanding about something called workspace security, tuning activities, ADF migrations. There is something called V1, version 1 to version 2 migrations, and from there we'll be having the implementation plan for integration activities, say Data Factory to Databricks or Data Factory to Data Lake and Data Factory to Stream Analytics. You may plan only for Data Factory Synapse, you may do that, or you may plan for the entire module. Either way, I request you to revise your SQL Server Transact SQL basics, especially constraints and joins. Please do that so that we can happily enjoy the complete, detailed, example-based, lengthy curriculum from scratch. I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy the course, you'll enjoy the FAQs, and you enjoy the solutions as well. We'll take it step by step to ensure we meet your job requirements and the career demands. With this, I promise you once again, complete practice-oriented lectures on the beautiful, colorful Data Factory and Synapse Analytics course. Thank you very much. Have a nice time. Thank you once again. See you soon in the classes. Thank you once again.